There's music in the walls there. There just are, and it should be. It should still have music running through the walls. Sutton's House of Music, 31 Sturt Street, Ballarat, was built, I think it's 1892 it was built, and originally as it was a music emporium and a music store, and the Sutton's family, Mary Sutton and her departed Richard Sutton, it was their vision. And so it was a magnificent building, the tallest building in Ballarat at the time, and quite a magnificent place that people would frequent or go just to ride the elevator, just for fun. It's quite possibly the oldest purpose-built music store left in the country. The original music franchise in the country, you know. This building was sitting empty and I just had such a passion for the building, and by chance happened to go out and have some drinks with one of my best friends one night and got talking about that building, and then her and her husband approached me the next day and said, you know, this vision that you've got for that building, how would you like to go for it? And then when we went in, we tried to restore it back to its original sort of look as much as possible and pay homage to some of the things like touch up the walls and pull down some of the plaster that was still covering some of the walls, and we lifted the tiles up to expose the original floor. The window in the centre is original, that's Mozart. They were all 5 arch windows in the building had a German composer LED light display in them, and they're quite magnificent. We put on in 3 years' time something like 640 events.
Danny had people, agencies calling her saying, we'd like to come and do a gig at your venue.
For some time we were led to believe that the lease was coming and everything was fine. 6 months, I think. We were sort of going month by month, where's our lease, where's our lease? Then bang, out of the blue one day we were just informed that it wasn't coming.
I think the music community in town really felt its impact.
It was so important to the Ballarat community, and we still hear it and I still live it. I find it difficult to drive past the building. The ones that broke my heart the most were the ones from the students saying, where are we going to play now?
You know, everyone's orbits are sort of all over the place at the moment in that sense, and that's what Sutton's was good for, because it brought everybody together.
Vet music students would come in and do their show, and 3 days earlier Ian Moss was playing on the same stage.
Black Sorrows, Mick Thomas played there.
You get anyone from babies to toddlers to, you know, your grandmother and all of her senior sets, and it's because that kind of atmosphere was inclusive.
It's just to have that gone, you know, to suddenly have it swept away for no other reason than economics. I suspect, you know, that was an upsetting thing for me personally.
I would like to see the building protected inside. It's currently only protected on the outside. The City of Ballarat in the meantime can do something about it. They can move in faster and put an internal protection on the building.
There was a real sense of not ownership like we own this place, but people felt like they had given something and that they also belonged to it the way that a community belongs to something.
You'd see people walking past having a look in and see what was going on, and more often than not they'd come in and, you know, like ask at the door, what's going on, who's this, and they'd say blah 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 blah, you know, whoever's playing, how long are they playing for, or they've got another 2 hours to go or whatever, and they say, oh, let's go in. And so they just come in and you'd see them take their scarves and their jackets off and make themselves right at home.
It really should be protected. I would hate to see a chain or some business just come through and destroy such a brilliant and important building in this town.